Hi everyone and welcome to yet another video. Today we'll be looking at pivot tables. How do you make use of pivot tables in your data? How do you pivot your data tables? How do I know or the approach to work with in pivot? So now I have a data here that I have used. I want to make a pivot. A pivot simply means summarization of the data. You in the data in the pivot tables, you try and make summaries of your tables in pivot table. So let's take a look at this. This is a table here. I want to make use of my pivot table. I know where it is. I go to insert. I go to pivot. Click on pivot. A section appears. It's telling you that this is table 2 and it's what asking you to put the new sheet. You click on OK if you want a new sheet, or you pick an existing sheet if you want to put it in the same sheet or any other sheet as you have it. So I want mine in new sheet. I pick on new worksheet and I click on OK. So once I do this, the pivot table shows me this way. Give me all the field names I have in my table as you have it here. Policy, expiry, location, etc. I have it listed here in the section of my pivot fields here. Now all the fields here can be used. So for today, we'll be looking at how to use univariate analysis in Excel. For a normal data, you have the text column are called categorical variables. These are categorical variables because they are text columns. This is a numerical column. Okay, it's a numerical column because it is based on numbers. This is categorical because it is based on text. Categorical, categorical, categorical. So we're going to look at categorical tables now. How variables? How do we know how many urbans we have here? How many rurals we have here? How do you know how many New York we have here? WI we have here. Illinois we have here. How do we know how many region you have here, which is East, Midwest, and so on? How many frames do we have here? We need to count and make a summary in Excel. So once I have my fields and my pivot selected, I want to pick, for example, in my data here, I want to look at how many locations we have. Okay, how many urbans do we have? How many rural do we have? Please be careful and look at this carefully. Now, location we drag into rows. See it here. It's showing a row conventional structure. It either be dragged into columns too to show you column conventional structure. Depending on which you want, you can decide. I prefer to choose rows. Now, I have only chose location and put them in rows. I want to count how many rural I have in this data here and how many urban I have here. So I'm going to pick in rural location again that I picked here, drag another copy and bring it in here, and you're done. It's telling you that in the text data you have here, total here will give you about 501, and you have 500 excluding the heading. You have 500 here, and 95 says rural, 405 says urban. I could do the same thing for the next column, which is states. I come in here, I do an insert, pick my pivot. This time around, I want to pick a new sheet. Once I pick a new sheet, it appears, and I can now pick my state in rows and also my state again in values. This is a univariate. That means one variable analysis. You're picking one variable analysis. I'm going to stop here for look at the next video for bivariate and other ways of representing data in pivot. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next video.